Okay, Tuesday, March 28, 2023, 6 p.m. Board of Health members and staff will meeting in Meeting Room 2, Memorial Hall, 272 Main Street. Roll call.
Gavin Byers.
James Lequire, Vice Chair, Acting Chair. All right, meeting of the Board of Health will be held in person at the location provided on this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend meeting in person. I missed that one. Okay, additions or deletions not anticipated 48 hours in advance.
So under 1.3 septic permits for review, we've got 3, so it's 549 Main Street, which is an upgrade, 6 Squanicook Terrace, which is an upgrade, and 3 Sagittarius Lane, which is also an upgrade.
Okay,
And then I believe we're continuing 1.5 and 1.6 for now.
Town meeting
That's a
update,
town
yep.
meeting update and future meeting schedule. Is that right, Carla?
Correct, yes.
okay, you're with that, right, Gavin?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's take this gentleman right here.
Okay, 549 Main Street. I'm here on behalf of AMNF 22 LLC, Gopal Krishna. Existing 6-bedroom house. If you're heading towards Ashby, there's one more house, and then you have Wheeler Road.
I've already been there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know where it is, Gavin.
I know what that is.
All right.
And it had a dumpster parked out front for
Yeah.
the last 6 months or so.
Yeah.
Anyway, the existing septic system is, I think we said it was a cesspool.
Pretty
It looked
sure.
like a cesspool that was covered in plywood right out in this area. We're gonna replace it with a 2,500 gallon 2-compartment tank to a Presby system in this area. The pink represents the property lines. We have the Willard Brook area back in here. There's a stone wall that kind of fades into the property here, and then it's about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 feet tall, and it runs all along the back and goes out behind this pool area here. So the wetlands actually comes up a little bit closer over here. So we kept the system in the bigger area. During the conservation, we were asked if, we thought about putting it over here, but we still have the same offsets. And then we'd have to cross a gas line and a water line with the pump service. We'd actually have to have put a pump in, but we were able to keep it gravity with the existing pipe that comes out of here now. So we are looking for local variances. Leaching facility to a wetland is 100 feet. We provided 56. Leaching facility to subsurface drain is, it says 100/50. We've got 11 feet, which Title V is 10 feet.
Yeah.
So we're above and beyond that. And then septic tank to 100-year floodplain is 100 feet. We've got 12.1. Septic system to 100-year floodplain is 100 feet, and we have 1.6. So when you do the flood calculations, this thick dashed dot line is the 100-year floodplain, and it comes out basically down through this area. So it gets higher as you come up through here, and then eventually even higher, and the brook is obviously a lot lower. Property next to us actually drops down. Years ago, either the town or the state put this catch basin in to help eliminate some flooding down at this gentleman's property, and they put a plastic pipe in that runs down and dumps out down here and down into the brook. So that's that drain that we're talking about. So we have Title V offsets from that. We are looking for some local upgrade approvals. 15405, that should be 1A, reduction of system location setbacks from property line to leach field 10 feet. We have 2 feet, which is basically the front property line here. Again, we've got a couple of gas lines that were marked out there, a 2-inch line and a 4-inch line that run parallel to the road, and we're tapped into one of those with the property here. 15405 1B, reduction of system location setbacks from a cellar wall to a septic tank 10 feet. I've got 12 feet. That should be, there's a typo on that because we have less than the 10 feet.
It was 6 feet.
6 feet, so I apologize for that. And then reduction of system location setback from a cellar wall to a leaching field 20 feet. We have 11 feet, but we're putting a poly barrier in to help eliminate any migration of sewage heading back this way. Natural flow would be coming this way, but this dark line here, Jim. So
Who's the authoritative person on deciding if that goes there or not?
what goes where?
That poly area? Who, is that a state reg? to put
Nope,
that
it
there?
just,
No.
you know, what the state says, if you ask for variances and you're supposed to provide some level of equivalent protection, so that's what that would be, is you're trying to provide equivalent protection.
All right, myself personally, I think it's a waste of money to do that,
Well-
but it's there.
So what happens underneath, there is a garage, I think it's a
Yeah,
two-bay
I've been to
garage
the
here.
property, I know
But
you're
you can walk underneath this to a certain point,
Yeah,
and it's right up to where this outlet is. So this
Mm-hmm.
is solid foundation here, and then it's open in here. That's another reason why we put
Yeah.
that poly in there. Whether it needs to go up this far, it probably only needs to go, you know, along the face of this, just to protect any migration that would go that way, if it happens, so. It's just, you know, belt and suspenders type of thing.
yeah, once again, it's just my opinion that
Yep.
I think it's a waste of money, but
Yep.
that's my opinion. Any questions, Kevin?
I mean, not really. There's not much you can do in this.
No, this is a pre-existing condition once again, and my second opinion on this has been done a hell of a job getting the system where they've gotten it.
And,
So-
I mean, the Presby, the other thing we're doing here is this pavement is gonna be shortened up. This pavement right now comes over to
Yeah.
where this line here. So we're gonna take all this out. This will be open lawn area. We've proposed these big boulders in here to deter anybody from driving in over it, backing in over it. And the pavement will be cut short. And they'll still have plenty of parking area there if they wanna maintain that area, so. It has gone through conservation and been approved probably, I don't know, a month ago maybe. As an order of conditions that hasn't been recorded yet, but will be recorded. So,
Cool. Yeah, I think we just need another copy with the typos.
Yep.
For Rick, just so we have that
Want to turn around, Jeff?
nope, I can
upgraded.
see that. It's
It's
gonna
right there, it should be 6 feet, not 12-foot one.
be that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fine. Got it.
And then Rick, anything to add or any questions?
No, so,
or anything?
yeah, Jack and I have gone back and forth with this one a little bit, and it's really, it's one of those situations where, yeah, it is where kind of the lot dictates it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And they did a pretty good job of, you know, fitting it in that space and trying to meet that max feasible compliance.
Absolutely.
And just so the board knows, Rick caught something this afternoon that I still had a filter shown per your regulations in here. So what I've decided to do is keep that filter in there, but I've got a revised plan and I'm gonna change it for that. But we're gonna put in a bypass vent that goes from the D-box back to the tank to leave that, again, belt and suspenders type of scenario. We have a very small area that we're upgrading this 6-bedroom system to. Let's give it every chance in the world to stay there for a long time. So let's keep the filter in, you know, for protection, and then we'll just add the bypass vent that goes back to the inlet end of that tank.
Makes sense.
So you guys get your regulation, even though it is a Presby system, and makes everybody happy and feel a little bit
Yeah, definitely.
better about it, if that makes sense.
It does.
It does, it's quite a reach in to change that filter. You got a
Um,
3-foot manhole extension plus the cap on the top,
That's it, only if it's required.
yeah.
So that may not go up there, but, you know, there'll be at least, you know, a 9-inch one. Because that says a minimum of 12-inch and then a maximum of 3 feet, that's based on the regulations.
Forget.
So it may not be, and that's a 3-inch minimum from the top of the tee to the top of the tank for the air. So,
Yeah, so typically when they end up with a big manhole like that, there is a slot on those filters to put like a PVC pipe in 1 inch. So guys will make like a
Little key
thing
tool.
with a T, yeah,
Yeah.
to be able
Okay.
to pull it out.
a lot of times they have, you know, like maybe a handle, some of the other ones that don't have that,
Yeah.
where you can attach that, they'll have a handle, or at least you can grab it with a coat hanger or something and pull it up. So,
Alright. Any other secrets?
no? Is there anything secret in this town?
Or camera?
Thanks for color coding everything and putting the time into the drawing.
Yeah, it makes a big
It
difference.
helps
It
a
does,
lot.
yeah. I got a
Appreciate
compliment last week on it, and brings back my third grade skills of coloring and,
Right?
yeah. No, it makes it easier for you guys to see it.
Big time.
You know, you're not used to, like Rick and I, seeing these plans all the time and looking through all the line work, then
Right.
it makes it difficult, so.
What's your pleasure?
I'm good. Yeah.
Want to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve 549 Main Street with all the board approvals necessary
Okay, and the changing of the dimensions on the drawing.
and the dimensional drawing changes.
Okay, I'll second that.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Here's a vote, it's approved.
There's that permit, so what I'll do is, I'll just hold it until Jack gets me those revisions back.
Do I need to be here for Galanis, or is that all set?
Thanks, so, yeah.
Oh, you're involved with another one here?
Yeah, it's just, I don't think it needs variances though.
No, yeah, no variances.
Okay.
Kimberly Park, well, sand. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jack.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Bye, Carla.
How you feeling, Carla?
I'm feeling better, thank you.
Good.
I'm not scheduled to be in the office until Thursday, but I think I'm coming in tomorrow for a little bit,
All right,
okay?
yeah.
So this one is 6 Squanicook Terrace. So existing home with a field system right in this dashed area. So pretty small lot. It's on town water, and they're proposing to put the system roughly in the same location. So we did test holes. It was sandy material, so 2-minute perk, no groundwater table to 10 feet. And so they're proposing infiltrator chambers, and I think it's really just to be able to fit it in a little bit better. They get that 40% footprint reduction, and with the small space, it helps out a little
That's
bit.
an end view. I put one of those systems in Ashburnham.
Yeah, so they're like, just
Yeah, little trots.
made of plastic, and they've got, the rib plastic to reinforce them, so they're stronger. You use them for stormwater too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of those.
But no variances, so this one's in full compliance with the upgrade regulations.
Cool.
Okay, 6 Quonic Terrace, I'll make a
I'll make a
motion.
motion to approve 6 Squanicook Terrace.
Okay, I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that's a done deal.
So what's the average per year on septic upgrades?
Number wise,
Yeah.
they're in the annual report, so we could go back and look at them. And I want to say they're probably somewhere around 30 or so.
Really?
Maybe somewhere between 20 and 30.
20 and 30.
Yeah, until we catch up with all of them and gets to the new good ones, that's the way it's gonna say.
It's steady.
Yeah, oh
It's
yeah.
just-
And they can be complicated.
We have in the annual report, Gavin, we have the new construction, the upgrades, the transfers, and the renewals.
Yep.
So it gives the town a little bit more, and then Michelle will go into a little more detail with lot testing, but a lot of the septic permits that come in don't actually come out to meet permits. So our report is ones that are finalized, where I think Rick, you review a lot of them that don't actually come to the board.
So reviews are sometimes multiple for a single project, so I think that's where kind of the numbers start to add up a little bit higher than the permits.
Okay.
That's right. So this one's 3 Sagittarius Lane on the corner of Sagittarius and Taurus in Timberley Park. And again, it's an existing house with a failing system in this dashed area. So existing septic tank here. So they're basically proposing to replace it in the same location. So they'll put in a new 2,500 gallon 2-compartment septic tank that's going to go to leaching galleys. So concrete perforated structures surrounded by stone. They seem to work pretty well in Timberley Park. But no variances, so it's in full compliance.
You're not putting any membrane around them anymore, right?
No, so they still have to do pea stone or fabric on top of them. So most
Yeah.
of the guys will do fabric, but yeah, no membrane around.
No, because they clog up like coffee filters.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
Yes, yeah. Been there, done that. I know. Okay, so there's no variances, right?
Nope.
The done deal here too.
I'll make a motion to approve 3 Sagittarius Lane as drawn.
And I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's your vote.
It's that one.
Okay, town meeting and update and future meeting schedule will be postponed and decided at a later date. You go with that, Gavin?
Yep.
See how Carl is doing and what we can accommodate her with.
So I can say that Chris went to the finance committee and they did give the Board of Health $3,000 more in our budget to dispose of all the debris that's on the side of the roads and the illegal dumping.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That's
So
cool.
I don't know where it's going in the budget yet because I haven't been there to talk to them about it. But that's what I was told is there's $3,000. Now, the police department had contacted me last week and said they have a lot of computers and surplus equipment that they need to get rid of. And they needed to know the code to dispose of the items, which we don't have that money yet, so we're gonna have to itemize it. And that could pretty much be $1,000 just in their stuff. So I don't even know if 3,000 is gonna cover it.
It's a start, but I don't think it'll do it for a 12-month period.
I'm hoping, but the police department will have to come up with that money because we don't have that right now.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
hopefully we will be able to do something with that. I did, speak to Chris about the Earth Day update, and that seems to be going really well, and I know Rick is there. You did say that you didn't want to talk about the future meeting schedule, but before he goes, are we all set with the next meeting being on the 11th of April?
All right with that?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, so Carla, we can talk about scheduling outside of a meeting. It's not an open meeting law violation, so you can you throw out ideas via email, and as long as we're just talking about scheduling, we can do that.
Okay. I always like to make sure though, especially we're being recorded to have the next meeting, if it's possible. If not, we'll definitely go in the next couple of weeks, seeing how everyone's schedule is with a tentative date of the 11th of April.
Okay.
Yep. That's fine. I can move some things around that day.
Can't get my phone to work. Here we go, finally.
Okay.
April 11th, all right. That's the 13th, I don't want the 13th. Six o'clock, so right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that works for now. Till baseball starts.
What's that?
Till baseball starts,
Uh-oh.
which is
I know
Monday.
it's coming. I
Yeah.
know it's coming.
My coaching doesn't start until hopefully the beginning of May, so.
Oh, okay.
But school ball started yesterday. Actually, it started a week ago.
I had a meeting on the Monday scheduled already too.
On the Monday?
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. As in the 10th?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, it's okay, that's my mistake, it's wrong. I got it right in the 11th, yeah. My brain's doing fine right now. All right, we're all set with the 11th.
Cool.
So, birthday update, we had her here 2 weeks ago, I can't remember her name.
Irene.
Yeah, Eileen, and she was pretty thorough with everything, so we got a good understanding of what's going on there. Anything to discuss there?
I don't have anything. Is she doing shirts officially,
She supposedly was.
right?
Well, we had talked about shirts or hats.
You,
Yeah.
So
with Chris here, we all were in favor of hats, shirts.
you are in favor of shirts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, then we'll work on that, and I will touch base with her, definitely before the end of the week. We've got the sports apparel place right in Pepperell that will honor, the statewide. They'll give us the same price as last year, which I think was $9 a t-shirt, which is fantastic. And then I also will be going to get the grabbers, sometime next week. I can get them at Tractor Supply. I believe they're $3 a piece. We were looking at getting 30 of them because that seemed to be more important than the t-shirts, because the people wanted to pick up the stuff would be easier than the t-shirts.
Yep.
Was you in favor with that?
I'm not sure I understood what she was saying.
She's just gonna get grabbers,
What are grabbers?
the long arm.
Oh,
things.
yeah,
The
okay.
junk.
Now I understand what you're talking about. I was saying to myself, what?
Right, they just seemed more, the.
It's more sanitary.
Wrappers were
Yeah.
more important than the t-shirts, where it was better to have the people not grabbing with the poison ivy and just grabbing where things aren't, you don't want people to be grabbing things.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. All right, that's enough of that discussion. We're all set there. We have no minutes for January, right, Carla?
No, but at our next meeting, and I will be forwarding them because we really have to do this, so I'm going to be having January, February, and March for your next meeting. I will send them to you in email so you can review them before the meeting.
Okay.
But that is something that we really have to take care of.
Okay, let's do it then.
I know that the meetings are televised, so it doesn't make me feel horrible because I know people need to see it, but my job responsibilities are to have minutes, so I really need to get on board with that.
Yeah, okay, well, you can make it happen, right?
I can once my fingers are allowed to be typing.
That's it. Then we'll wait till your fingers are better.
Thank you.
So, okay, landfill solar update. Well, that's just gonna get postponed till that meeting. I think we should call them and schedule them to be there that night on the 11th.
Okay,
All right.
11th.
I talked to Duncan yesterday. I told him we weren't gonna be doing that today with him, so. But
okay,
that way they would get the engineer lined up also, Carla. And maybe pencil that in for 7,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right? And if we get to do it sooner, we can.
okay.
No invoices, right?
No, not at this time. I'm sorry, I don't have them.
That's okay, that's the way things go. Future agenda. We gotta schedule something with Glenn Sharon's Sons, the meeting with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll discuss that on the 11th and make that happen. Increase fees at the recycling center and late fees for tobaccos and other annual permits. So when you get back in, you can get that coordinated to talk to us about that on the 11th, right?
Excellent, yes.
Okay, and the next meeting is 4/11/23, 6 p.m.
Excellent.
I think that's it, right?
That's it.
Would you like to make a motion to say bye?
Make a motion to close at 6:23.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Tis a vote. Let's get out of here.